Y'all, I'm Jason. I like playing with the bugs. We need them. They're really important for us, and their numbers are declining because everybody wants that perfectly manicured English lawn, right? My family's been keeping bees. I'm third generation. Our 12-year-old daughter, she loves it, so she'll be the fourth. She already told me that when I die, she'll take over for me. But you know, we just mess with them and kind of get a vibe and figure out what works, what doesn't work. You can read books all day long. They don't read books, and just because the book says that they're going to do this or they're going to do that, doesn't mean that they will. And this will tick somebody off, I'm sure, but the majority of the colony is female, and I don't know y'all's opinion, but have you ever gotten a large group of females to do anything that you want to do the way that you want it done? And it's no. And that's it. We keep bees. We produce local honey. I do move them in the summer out to West Texas. Found an organic cotton farmer out there. He has 15,000 acres of organic cotton. We move the bees out there. It helps him because he's able to kind of preserve his seed stock without getting any contamination from the GMO cotton. And then we're able to produce a bunch of honey to let the bees have to overwinter with. I'm kind of mean. I don't treat them. I don't put any medications in there. But one thing that people have to understand is you have to feed them. You have to. You wouldn't expect your dairy cow or your dairy goat to produce milk if you didn't feed it. And so you have to do some kind of little artificial feeding in the early spring and in late summer to boost them up so that they can get through. Questions?
What do you feed them?
Sugar water. Depending on what time of year, some people will tell you to do 1-to-1, so equal parts sugar to equal parts water. Some folks like to do 2-to-1, so 2 parts sugar to 1 part water. I'm lazy. I do 1-to-1. It's just easier. A 25-pound bag of sugar in a 5-gallon bucket.
And how do you just mix it and set it out there for them?
Well, no. I have either some hive top feeders that sit on top of the hive,
okay.
or I have what's called a division board feeder, and it actually sits in the hive.
Oh, okay.
And you just pour it in there. It has little ladders that the girls can climb up and down on. It isn't the ideal food for them, though. It's just like me feeding you ramen noodles every day. You're going to live. It's going to shorten your lifespan, but you'll live. But it isn't ideal. You want to open them?
I do. Let's go ahead and I'm prepping right now. Now, if the bees get around you, don't do this.
Yeah, don't squat.
Right, because what you're doing is you're waving pheromones around at them, and it's a very aggressive nature. And when people walk out of the bar a little stagger and swing like at me, I swing back too. So, just don't start swinging. What's going to happen is I'm prepping. We're just going to pull these tops off. Jason's already made bottoms, and he's made his small entrance reducers for them, so the bees are going to be right in the front. So what we're going to do is we'll just open the tops, and due to the inclement weather, we're not really going to mess with them. We're just going to stick the next set of boxes on top, put the inner covers on them, put them up, and then we're going to go inside. And I want you guys to listen and listen to what Jason has to say about how he manages his bees with these hives. That when he comes back to work with Jack, he's going to tell you how he's going to work with Jack at Jack's apiary. And that's the one thing I told you guys before, is that you need somebody to come work with you with the bees and have a mentor. You're just not going to get it from a book. You need to actually go out and get stung to see what it is. And when you're going to talk to Jason, he's going to tell you that too. You need to come out and see if this is something you really want to get into, because he's just like how I told you. If I sold you bees and I got to come get them, I want money for it. Because now I got to take on that responsibility of fixing probably what you trashed and to get those bees back to where they need to be. So it's going to take my time and effort too. So get yourself a mentor, find a local bee club. You know, it's not just going to be reading a book and a video. You need to go meet some people. And he'll tell you about some of their philosophies, and some people's stuff is not what you believe in. Don't that discourage you? You're going to find people with the same mindset you are that's going to be crazy enough to keep insects. So just keep that in mind. You ready? Okay. What are you gonna do?
I'll add one thing while Jason's getting ready. You take notice Jason's bee suit, that's called a stingless base suit. It's heavier, it's hotter, but you won't get stung. When I put that suit on the other day, this is for hot weather. You saw me with it on. If someone wants to put it on to get closer, I don't have a set of gloves or anything, but we all got long sleeves.
I've got some of these disposable nitrile gloves. They will stink through this. It's not a guarantee, but they don't like the texture, so they don't like it.
Excuse me. I'm sorry I did that.
Through it.
And I do have another suit